Hi guys, I'm back up here with another daily motivational message for the collective. Remember, all messages are not for all, they're for some. Daily motivational message. Yeah, they're not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest. As well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me, we can get you set up, come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as go and drop a comment down below, let me hear from you guys to start the discussion. As well as let's go and share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? So we got one card for the overall message or the foundation of this message from the motivation manifesto, and 3 cards from the success cards, the orange ones, okay? All right, so let's go on and get it popping, right? Right, okay, so the message has to do with freedom and victory belongs to those who remain strong and true despite temptation. All right, so freedom and victory belongs to those who remain strong and true despite temptation, okay? So what is being said here in these moments in time here is when it comes to where you're going, right? What path you're on, despite if you're looking for financial gain, love, spiritual growth, just get to that next level, trying to find God, whatever you're trying to do, right? It's about you staying focused on constantly leveling up. I believe it was on Mask Off, the song with Future, the remix with Kendrick Lamar. He says on there, I level up every time God says so. I level up every time God says so. Right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time here. It's about you leveling up when God says so. When it's time to level up, it's about you pushing through and taking off. Take off, right? Just taking off, right? And getting to that next level, kind of rising out, kind of having that phoenix rising type of energy in these moments in time here, okay? But as you're having those moments and as you're going through the furnace, because you got to go through the furnace to even have that phoenix rising moment, right? You were constantly, as you're moving through these paths and on your journey in life and whatever you're searching for, your pursuit of happiness or whatever, right? Which that's a beautiful thing, but everybody's stuff differs, right? You're constantly trying to dodge fucking landmines. Landmines that's trying to make you digress, make you step back, that's trying to keep you stuck, trying to keep you confused, trying to see, trying to take the living life from your being, right? And when I say that, we're talking spiritually and metaphorically, right? This is that type of energy. Anything that is trying to take your attention is a distraction, especially if it is away from the way that you're supposed to be going, especially if it's away from your creator, especially if it's away from your goal, especially if it's away from your dream, especially if it's taken away from your vision of what you see in your life, where you're trying to go in your life, what you're trying to achieve in your life is a distraction, is a landmine that these landmines we're trying to dodge out here, right? This is that type of energy as a collective. Freedom comes to those that can focus. Freedom comes to those that don't get distracted. Like, come on now. There's so many fucking distractions in the world. The reason why this is not the channel for it, but it's coming up, right? This is the reason why the higher ups that be, the higher ups that be, right? Whatever you would consider, right? That being, right? Get so much off on us. Want to get always pulling the wool over our quote unquote eyes and putting the rose colored glasses on and shit like that, right? All of that's only possible because of the concept of all these distractions around us. The thing is, the higher ups that be, right? they don't get distracted. You know what I'm saying? They don't get distracted. The common reason, the common, I guess the kryptonite to us humans, right, is the concept of getting distracted. This is where self-discipline comes in. This is where focus comes in. This is where dedication comes in. When it comes to where you're going, it's about you focusing on one target and one target only. One target and one target only. I don't know what the name of this particular weapon was. It is in the army, but it looks like a tank thing, right? Where the moment that it locks eyes on its target, right, it doesn't lose its target. Once it's locked on, it's fucking locked on. I don't know what weapon or what machinery that is, but it's in the military where it locks onto its target, right? And this is that type of energy you need, or you don't need anything, because everything I say is a suggestion here, right? What we need, let's say more like what we need when it comes to pursuing the matters of the heart, pursuing things that fulfills us, right, in any way, shape, or form, right? You need to have that tunnel vision and only seeing that and that alone, right? Locking eyes on your target, right? And this is that type of energy. Those that can lock eyes on their target and remain locked in, remain tuned in, those are the ones that change the world. Those are the ones that create empires. Those are the ones that create new world orders. Those are the ones that can lead a village. Damn, I said that was like word salad. Anyways, lead a village or lead a country, lead the world, right? This is that type of energy. As we move forward, we're starting to understand that with the enlightenment. When we are able to lock in on our targets, lock in on where we're going, lock in on our goals, lock in on what is being called for us right now in these moments in time here, we start to see things change. We start to see things shift. We start to see little golden nuggets that God kind of drops on our path. And that's all we see. Right? When you're locked in, you don't see the adversity around you. When you're locked in, you don't see when shit's fucked up. You don't see when there's delays. You don't see anybody else who's criticizing you about going this way or doubting you about going this way. You don't see none of that when you're locked in. When you're locked in, tuned in tunnel vision on where you're going, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. You start to discover things about yourself when you're locked in, right? You start to understand that quote unquote I guess the opposition or the thing you once thought was hard, or that dark side of ourselves, that ego side of ourselves, which is because the ego is fine. But it's about putting the ego in the driver's seat or in the passenger seat, instead of the driver's seat, right? With this mistake card, it's about when you're so tuned in and when you're so tunnel vision. The fears, the doubts, the naysayers, anything that goes away or pulls you away from your manifestation, it's not so scary no more. It's not so dreadful no more, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time here when you're so focused and tunnel vision on where you're going. Anything that is going against your manifestation, you're standing up to. You're remaining firm to. You're 10 toes down on, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time here, because allowing yourself to feel what it feels like to be fearful, right? And deciding to not, let me say this in the right way, because I feel like I'm saying it in the wrong way. It is all of your fears and your doubts and your feeling of disbelief in any way, shape, or form when it comes to where you're going and what you're trying to achieve. What you're locking your eyes on, locking your target on, right? You allow that to come up, right? You allow it to come up, analyze it, and then let it go. And now decide to feel that feeling, that emotion, that energy of you having it, instead of you focusing on every fear in the book. So that being said, with this type of energy, if you bear with the kid, because I'm trying to find the words to explain this energy, it's like, okay, all right, all of my doubts, all of my fears, all of this come up, right? Let it come up so it can clear itself out, right? So, okay, it's more of those, you telling you, are you done? Are you done now? Let me know when you're done, right? Letting me know about all of the fears, how this can go wrong, and this, that, and the third. Let me know when you're done, so I can give my argument, right? Give my portion of the pie, right? So that being said, okay, what if it does happen? What if it comes into fruition? About we focusing on those, about we focus on this direction, that type of energy in these moments in time, allowing your shadow, allowing your fears to come up and express itself, listen, comprehend, and give your counter argument. That type of energy in these moments in time here, which it's allowing yourself to not get caught up with the flesh, right? Allowing yourself to listen to the flesh and hear, right? Okay, what's your problem? What do you need? Let's find a solution, right? That type of energy. Because that's what's going to get you going. That's what's going to keep you moving forward. That's what's going to keep you so tunnel vision on your journey. Get moving forward on your journey or wherever you're trying to achieve, right? With the inner dependence, right? With this type of energy in these moments in time here, understanding as you go down this journey, as you go down this rabbit hole, as you go down this new path that you're going to experience some adverse effects. Going back, adverse effects. This is not fucking pharmacology. I'm sorry. I don't even know why adverse effects came out. Maybe somebody needed that. You're going to deal with some adversity. That's really what I meant. Sorry. Where, remember those landmines I was talking about? Where we're constantly dodging these landmines, dodging these traps, right? That is trying to keep us trapped into the same loop, into the same cycle, right? This is that type of energy when you know that God's going to bless you. God is showing you the way that you know that what you desire, you will achieve. And that's all you're focused on because you're locked in on your target, and that is it. Anything that is not locked into your target is a fucking distraction, right? That's when you unlock the fruits of your labor. That's when you unlock the gates to heaven. That's when you walk into the doors of heaven. That's when you walk into the doors of prosperity and abundance in any way, shape, or form. That's when you find true freedom. That's when you find true victory within yourself. When you know that as long as I am focused on my direction in life, right, where I'm trying to go, what I am trying to achieve, and take initiative and execute, what is mine is mine by divine right. So I do not have to worry about anything being taken from me or anything that is any of my blessings being missed, because my blessings, our blessings, come in divine timing. And when we know that divine timing is at work, and you can chill and you can relax and understand that God's working for you, right? But making sure to put your boots on the ground, right? Right. Because faith without works is fucking dead, right? Right. Faith without works is dead, right? This is that type of energy, being willing to put your boots on the ground and do the necessary works to get there and have the necessary passion and faith within yourself that you can do it, it's yours. Right? Right. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Remember, all messages are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest. As well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? Drop a comment down below. Let it hear from you guys to start the discussion. As well as it's going to share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? I want you guys to have a good day and bye-bye.